If anything, I feel like that one was probably the one where I felt the most pressure, where it's kind of didn't wrestle how I wanted to.
Yeah, I wanted to dominate everyone and perform as best I could. I wanted to win state, and yeah, that was pretty much my goal.
And then when they started competing, man, they wanted to be better all the time. Not one time in the years that I've known them have they ever just said, you know what, I've arrived. Like the sport of wrestling? Oof. Well, sport of wrestling is like, it's hand-to-hand combat. It's
kind of just a combination of strength, grit, technique.
All inclusive of, it's an individual sport with a team aspect.
It's for everyone, but at the end of the day, it's not really for everyone because it takes kind of an insane amount of effort.
Physical discipline, mental discipline.
Kind of longevity as well.
It's great for hand-eye coordination, physical resilience, you know, physical strength building, things like that. And for in our program, we preach and we live out the idea that we do hard things. We're gonna do everything we can to be the best person we can be, the best competitor we can be, making sure that we're loving each other well, right, in the midst of beating each other up, right, in the sport of wrestling. We have affirmations that we say at the end of practice and before we wrestle. We preach to those. We talk about how those words matter, right? And the internal dialogue that you have matters so much in wrestling because all you have is that voice in your head, right? And if that voice in your head is poisonous, well, then you're in trouble. But if it's reminding you who you are, what you're built for, and that you're worthy, all sorts of good things happen.
Thank you for the opportunity to wrestle. I'm aggressive and relentless. I have no fear of losing or making mistakes. I'll never ever give up. Champs on 3. 1, 2, 3, champs!
During state, it's like a 4-day deal, and got to make weight 4 days in a row. So my approach is just get off the mat as soon as possible.
Some of you guys, this is your first go. Others, you've been here before, right? Like this is your house. Nothing changes, all right? Our focus is always the same, finding our best wrestler, being our best selves when the whistle blows and taking that 6 minutes. Same drill, take everything from them, give them absolutely nothing. Make your opponents earn every single freaking thing, all right? You guys are worthy, you belong, this is your time, all right? Let's get after it, hands in. Thankful for the opportunity to wrestle. I'm aggressive and relentless. I have no fear of losing or making mistakes. I'll never ever give up. Champs on 3. 1, 2, 3. Champs. See you upstairs.
Man number 3. Man number 7. Man number 8. I want them to be national greats in the tumble. You can come on very far. Now it's the net number 1.
there, I'll wrestle him. It's just whoever's across that line, I'm gonna put it on him. Thank you.
I got 2 wolves in the finals.
Oh yeah, I mean it's me and Koufax last year too. It's kind of one last hurrah together, and he's going his way, I'm going mine, but we'll kind of always have that connection of, hey, Saturday night comes around, let's scrap up and get it done.
Awesome. Best of luck.
Yes, thank you.
Good luck.
Appreciate it. One more, let's get it.
More good matchups here. Class 3A Koufax Christians of Waukee Northwest. 4-time finalist.
That is awesome. Christensen's only loss this season is out of state, and Christensen beat Kester earlier, Mark, at the Dan Gable Donnybrook 6-4.
Yeah,
so they've met.
What a tight match too, 6-4.
And in the match, it was kind of a weird match, like low scoring. A few things like didn't happen, like I was right about to do something and things just didn't pan out great. The ref gave him a point at the end, and I mean, stuff happens. It's the way it goes.
The story here, well, there's a lot of good ones, but Carter Freeman going for his 4th title ought to draw some attention on the 3A mat for the Northwest Wolves. Carter Freeman, 3-time champ as it stands. The way this tournament's been going, don't write in anything yet.
Don't write in anything, exactly. Carter Freeman, the only wrestler tonight going for his 4th state title, but this is a tough matchup for him, taking on Coy Davidson of Fort Dodge. They've split this year, too, so this is no cakewalk here for Carter Freeman.
Kind of that last match, more enjoyable and had a lot more fun than I did the day before. And then, yeah, it went how it went. That was the destiny, and that was how it's supposed to go. And
the night of the finals, you know, those 2 matches, my heart broke. First for Koufax, and then for Carter. But it was I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to come alongside them in those moments, and super proud of my coaching staff. So when you talk about grief, studies show that when people are grieving, they don't need someone to tell them everything's going to be okay. They don't need someone to encourage them. They just need someone to sit in their grief with them. And that's what my guys did. Just kind of sat in the back and tried to soak up the pain with those guys, right? Because there's a part of the world that thinks, oh my gosh, you didn't win a state title, all is lost. But that's not true, right? That match was lost. That opportunity is gone. But there's so much more, and there's so much more left. And I think those guys understood that sooner than a lot of people would, right? For teenage kids, that it hurts. And I know that just being the competitors they are, this thing made a noise, being the competitors that they are, were questioning, like, what could I have done better? Where did I screw up? But the reality was they both wrestled really, really great. Some things happen outside their control, and sometimes matches just end up that way. And as hard as that is to be okay with, we don't have a whole lot of choice. And I find myself smiling a lot and thinking, you know, years ago when I started this mess, thinking just how I just can't wait to have a state champ, right? And then to see these guys living it out and earning everything and realizing that, you know, it's not the championship that I was always craving as a coach. It was the ability to see these kids earn something special through their own work and realize their value and their worth, and just to be a part.